Welcome back to another Monkey Business 202 video. Today, we're on this special one. We're going on, what's it called? Ooh, Fufu. Heard a lot of creators making about this scene, and I wanted to basically elevate. Today, we're doing a tournament on the Pixar movies. Yeah, it's only Pixar, nothing else. So, I mean, let's just stick right in. We're gonna go. Let's do Sweet 16. You know, Sweet 16. All right. So I'm not a gigantic Disney like Pixar fan, but I do know the main coverage and I do watch a lot of them. Okay. I'm not a oh my, I love like whenever Pixar like a new one comes out, I'm over it. But so first you got Toy Story 4 and Cars 2. Wow, this is already a great matchup because Toy Story 4 was lacking in like most of the department. It had some good storytelling. It basically, I mean, spoilers if you haven't seen the movie, but basically Woody, you know, one of the main characters besides Buzz, which is like second main character, is gone. Basically, he leaves the franchise, and Cars 2 is basically half of the movie is Mater. It's literally a Mater story. It's literally the Mater story, and then I mean, yeah, you can see the rest. It's like the rest, like him being like a detective and all this and that, and then McQueen and then, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it kind of drives away from McQueen as the main character. I get it, they wanted to do something new about it, and Mater was a side character that we couldn't really explore on. But I mean, if they could have done something more, like I just wasn't messing with it. I just wasn't messing with it. I was not messing with Cars 2. I feel like it was just too much Mater, and me personally, I'm not a Mater fan. I'm more of a McQueen fan, and you know, Mater was just too much, and it was kind of really corny. I mean, I understand it's a kids movie, but he was just there to like not ruin the vibe, but he was just doing his own thing. And then compared to Toy Story 4, I mean, it had some great moments. It also had some reuniting moments with, you know, Bo Peep there and the rest of these bozos, and it just looks better. And I think for that, I'm just gonna let Toy Story 4 slide. Because Cars 2, it wasn't a very enjoyable movie. I didn't enjoy it at all in that. Wall-E or Monsters University? Whew. I mean, man. This looks pretty good. Because I actually like, I don't know if y'all like, but I like Monsters University. I think it was pretty good. Because it was like the origins of like, it was a prequel. Like, yeah, technically a prequel of Monsters Incorporated, Monsters Inc. Incorporated. And you know, and Wall-E's just a standalone its own movie, which is very good. I love the way the Wall-E message came out about basically, you know, taking care of the earth, because most we only got one of them, and then it wraps after that. And then basically, like, you know, it's very cool. And I just liked like how Wall-E, I mean, there was dialogue, but it was like robotic dialogue, and there was not really much dialogue besides like the humans. It was very cool. It was like you would just watch. It's a watching movie, even though I mean you could still hear stuff. It was very good. It was very good to how like to just see a movie like this for the first time. And it was from Disney Pixar. It was very, very nice, and it came out very early, which is very cool because not a lot of movies have like done what it's done. Very nice. And Monster University, good. I love the origins. I love it how like they like basically had to go to like college and this and that, and how was it Mike is a sweat in college, and he's trying to get better, versus Sully is just a jock and he's like, oh, I don't want to be here type of thing, and he's just like, oh well, you know, I'm here because my dad and his legacy, so I'm the best scarer type of thing. And Mike is like, well, you know, I'm trying to be technically scary compared to Sully just being originally just scary type of that thing. And then them just going like through this whole like rivalry and then going to a friendship type of thing. Very nice on that part. And it's what I would say one of the best things I loved about the movie was them like growing. And it was very cool to see that, because like you would see him like, you know, basically like, for example, let's say Mike didn't like, because the one time when you give him a pencil, and then Mike gave him the pencil, and then totally took the pencil and he was like using it to like basically floss his teeth, and then he was like, bro, are you gonna give that back? And he's like, oh, I was just using it, like, oh, this and that. And it was really cool rivalry, and how they had like their own side characters. Their side characters were very cool. And like for like the example, the big furry dude, the purple dude, that I like that guy. That's my favorite side character. He's very cool. He had like 2 arms. He had a mouth. Very, very cool. I've really liked it. And also the backstory for the main villain in Monsters Inc., which is insanely fire. I really love that. And that like how originally he was like not scary, to then he uses his ability to actually scare people, and it was very sick. I love that about that movie, and it had its own direction. So I think, me personally, I love Wall-E. Wall-E is such a great standalone movie, but for Monster University being its own thing, I love Monster University. I'm sorry, I'm about to choose Monster University over Wall-E. Okay, we got Brave versus The Incredibles. Sort of gonna start with Brave. Brave, I love the art design, the basically the animation. It was insane. I love it because it came out pretty early. 2010, 2011, 2012 even, I think. Very early, and for them to like still be used to it, I mean, yeah, animation changed because this movie came out, was it 2004, very early days of Pixar, and it still looks good to this day, and also still does Brave type of thing. But like Brave had a great story, basically, being a bear and all this and that. She had to be her own standalone character. Great princess story. I liked it just like for the fact that how it is and how she basically became a princess, and even though half of the movie wasn't very understandable, but it was okay. And also she didn't really speak like original English in that, and it still didn't matter because the movie was still great. Score was awesome. The ending was fire. The villain was very cool. It was like just backstory of like this bear, very nice. And I think I just enjoyed it as a whole. It was a good movie, I'll tell you that. I enjoyed it. I was like, cool, this is a good nice movie to watch with the fam. And The Incredibles is just out of this world. I think Incredibles is probably one of the best things ever made by Pixar. The story's amazing. The whole thing about it, about like superheroes and how, somebody can love somebody so like idol somebody so much, and then they meet their idol, and then their idol's not up to their expectations, and they're like, oh my god, and then bada bing bada boom, he turns into a villain because of his idol. And you know what I'm saying? And also just love like the superheroes, and like cool, like Elastigirl is elastic, the baby has like multiple superpowers, the little guy has speedy powers, and Mr. Incredible has super strength, and the daughter has, the force field thing, which is pretty cool in that. And the boy, the Iceman himself, he has ice power. Pretty cool. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was one of the, I think Incredibles has probably one of the best scores of all time. Great intro. It's insane. Yeah, I love the score. It's beyond amazing. I can't understand and believe that he made this for a Pixar movie, which is insane. So on that, and mainly was pretty good. Liked it how basically idolized the character, and then bada bing bada boom, the ending, like, very cool. And then the second character is very nice. I like everything from this movie. It's really nice, even though it actually aged pretty well from it being pretty old. So yeah, Incredibles on top. Look at that. Wow. The recent ones. I mean, I've seen the recent ones, but okay, let's get into it. Lightyear. I think let's do Sweet and Short. Lightyear was good. It was good. A little bit too long at times. I understand it's kind of like a prequel to Buzz's story. In that, I mean, side characters were awesome. I love that cat. That cat was very cool. And villain was cool. And it's kind of showing like there's a sequel. Yeah, it's proving to go to the next sequel on that. Like, proving, what I'm saying? It's very cool. Villain was nice. Story was nice. Side characters were nice. The animation just looks good. And yeah, I think it's also a good movie. It's just a good movie. I wouldn't, consider it too high on that. Onward, nice. I actually kind of loved it a bit. It was basically brotherly love on that, and on how they lost their papa on that, and they have to like kind of know how to love each other, even though they're trying to get their papa for like one day, and like it's kind of hectic in that, and like him being like in high school, and having to go through all this and that, and like how they're like kind of dwarf people, and what I'm saying, it's very cool. I loved it. It had its own element, own vibe, and it didn't ruin the movie when it added like cameos and stuff like that. So it's very cool. Onward was pretty good. I actually kind of liked one of the recent. I don't want to. All right, Cars 3, good movie. Villain did not like so much. I mean, yeah, I get it. McQueen is old and he has to, cars are getting new and stuff like that, and he can change. So that understand that. Understand that factor. Great soundtrack. Story was okay. It was okay storytelling. I mean, it was alright. Someone's couldn't be in there, but could have been taken out. But it's whatever for the story's sake. And yeah, McQueen. I mean, cool. Already. I mean, Cars 3, yeah. So, but Monsters Inc. though, it's on a whole other level. Monsters Inc. is standalone, one of the greatest Pixar movies to ever come out. It's insane. It's aged pretty well. It's still aged pretty well. I mean, the animation, it does look pretty old, but it's aged pretty well in just storytelling and what it's supposed to, what it's supposed to be. Very nice. Soundtrack's amazing. Storytelling's amazing. Mike Sully, the whole friendship thing, fire. The villain, insanely fire. I messed with the villain, and just the whole idea of Monsters Inc. is very cool. I love that. Yeah, I'm put Monsters Inc. because honestly, I just enjoyed that more. Wow, okay, this is a hard one. Well, actually, wait. Nah. We'll go with Finding Dory first. Finding Dory, the sequel to Finding Nemo. Cool. It still shows off character, like it shows the character of Dory, how like, she has she has memory loss, and she loses memory and she can't really remember things like that. It brings up some old characters like the turtle and basically the two and Dory is basically the main character in this one, and Nemo and Clarence, which is I think his dad. They're the side characters, and they added a new character, which is the squid, which is squid / octopus, whatever. Basically, the octopus, very detective-like, very cool, very Tisk, like, what I'm saying. I enjoyed his character. His character's very cool. Movie was it was alright. Soundtrack was good. Storytelling, it was okay. Had some parts I wish he took out, and. Yeah, I think more on that. I think it was subpar to its predecessor, to Finding Nemo. Ratatouille, great. What can I say? It's really just a great movie. Characters amazing. Teamwork between the human and the homie Remy the rat. And just great storytelling. I love how it came out. Soundtrack's fire. Villain, which is the chef, fire. I miss it. The villain's nice. And yeah, I just love the whole idea of how a rat can like basically cook this like 5-star stuff. It's really insane. And yeah, it was great movie, just great movie, great setting, great everything. Yeah, Ratatouille is up there. Yeah. The Good Dinosaur, or one of probably the best movies that Pixar's ever made in their entire history. Cars. I mean, yeah, obviously Cars. It kind of ruined its own franchise because I mean, it was the best version. It was his own predecessor and it was his own thing. Amazing. Love Cars. Cars was fire. Soundtrack was amazing. Storytelling, amazing. Side characters, amazing. Like basically 90% of this movie was amazing on how the whole narrative on Cars and how McQueen had to basically humble himself on that. It was really cool. Good Dinosaur, like I said, it's a good movie. Not amazing. It's a good, that's what it's called, The Good Dinosaur. It's a good movie. You know what I'm saying? I love the whole idea of it, of basically it's a movie about dinosaurs and on like during the whole era, like just basically this little kid human. Very cool. Great idea. Wished they had a sequel, but obviously they couldn't use dinosaurs. But I wish they had more to talk about this. I enjoyed the movie. I wish there was more, and I wish there was come back for more. Great soundtrack. Storytelling was I really enjoyed the storytelling, and I just didn't enjoy the characters / side characters. Like I just, what I'm saying, they weren't so parts of that, up to that part. So it's a good movie. It's a good movie, but Cars is an amazing movie. I'm gonna give Cars this. And final movie is Coco or Up. First, I'm gonna say I enjoyed Coco. Coco was amazing. Coco had his own thing, and Coco was just amazing. It was just its own thing for the era it came out on, like during the whole 2017, 2018, 2018 era. It was very nice. I enjoyed the movie first seeing. It's great movie. I loved the movie at first. Amazing. It just took that it was overplayed, but it don't really matter. Great soundtrack. Not great. Amazing soundtrack. Amazing characters, and also amazing villain. Amazing just side characters too, and also that. Like I love the dog. I love Miguel, all this and that, and his family. And the villain was fire. I messed with the villain. The villain, you know what I'm saying? He had to get whatever it takes, you know. He had to do what he had to do, type of saying. And yeah, I loved it. Amazing. Coco was good. Amazing movie. Also amazing soundtrack. Amazing characters and amazing side characters. This is probably one of the hardest ones yet. Loki. Side characters amazing. Story about you know, basically old man, times are changing and trying to go back to the time. Yeah. Love Up. And I'm gonna have to give it to Up. Up. I think just for me, I enjoyed the movie better. Coco, first off, was amazing, but Up is just more rewatchable. You know, it's just more rewatchable. There's more things you can pick up. You know what I'm saying? It's very good. On that, but yeah, we got Ratatouille, Monsters Inc. I already said what I wanted about them. From a personal point of view, I enjoyed Ratatouille way better. Monsters Inc. was amazing, but I enjoyed Ratatouille way better. Monsters Inc. University or Cars? This is a little tough on the part, but I will have to give it to Cars because of just the way it was narrated, in the way it was, in the way it literally brought up 2 more sequels that were getting subpar, but they were amazing on its own fact. So, I mean, I'm gonna give it to Cars. Cars, amazing, loved it. This one, I mean, Onward's a good movie, and there's a difference between good and amazing. Up was more better. It had way more better characters, had way more better storytelling, it had way more better emotion, and really just had basically what I wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Up, amazing. I loved it. Next, I mean, I can't really go into too much detail because I already said what about Toy Story 4. It's a good movie. This is an amazing movie. It's a good movie. Amazing. Incredibles, amazing. Toy Story 4, it's good. It's a good movie. It's a good movie to watch with your fam. But Incredibles is an amazing movie to watch with your family. It's amazing. It has its own type of thing. Storytelling is out of this world. Soundtracks is it's one of the greatest things ever be made. On that, and yeah, I have to go with the Incredibles. On that, Cars or the Incredibles. Which one did I enjoy most? Probably for more rewatch value, probably Cars. I'm gonna have to say I enjoyed Cars better. Cars better than Incredibles on that. I just enjoyed it better. Even though they're both amazing. By the way, they're both amazing. They're both goats on top of the Pixar scale. They're both goats. But Cars, I just enjoyed it way better. Upper Ratatouille. I'm gonna go Ratatouille for the fact that it's just, like I said, more rewatchable, and the soundtrack's amazing, and also I just love just the idea. The idea is so complex, but it's so fire. The way they just illustrated it compared to Up, yes, very good, amazing. Both goats. By the way, these are both goats on the scale. They're amazing, but I'm gonna give it to Ratatouille on this one. And we got one only, Ratatouille or Cars. Which one did I enjoy most? Finally, I feel like I enjoyed Ratatouille way better. Yes, I'm gonna give it to Ratatouille. It's the greatest Pixar movie. Yes, it's one of the greatest. Cars is a GOAT. The rewatchability is amazing on Cars, but Ratatouille is something. It's beyond this world. It's one of the best things, probably maybe in cinema. It's insane how literally a rat could cook 5-star meals on somebody's hair and play. And the idea is so complex. It's so amazing, and it's so rare. Like no one really thought of this. Like there's no sequels to it because it's already been great at its own thing. It's amazing, fire, loved it. Ratatouille, you are the GOAT for winning. And yeah, thank you for subscribing, watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and all this and that. Yeah, basically. Ratatouille is the winner of this tournament. If y'all want to see more tournaments, definitely give it a like and share with all your friends. And yeah, I will be posting one more and see what we do. And yeah, thanks for watching on the Monkey Boys 2 video. And yeah, enjoy. What's up, family? Enjoy. And yeah, see y'all on the next one. Bye, 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 bye.
Perfect.